the hate army troll.
It's the hate army,
bro. Hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
I'm DSP, also known as the King. Fun. We had a great day. And let me tell you something. My detractors can't fucking handle it. They are so upset that I spent a day, instead of playing games, that I spent a day putting this up. And the fact that people stood around for it, they engaged, they talked with me, they helped me with it, and I hit all of my goals yesterday. Tips goals hit, super chats, memberships coming in. They cannot believe it. They're like, why would people support Phil when all he did was put up his backdrop? That's the point. Because people like me, stupid. They don't like you. They like you making fun of me, but they don't like you. They actually genuinely like me. So they came by to support me when I was doing something outside the box that they knew would improve streams moving forward. So they're sitting there so upset that I had a good day. Tough shit. Get used to it, bro, because it ain't going to change. This is the new normal, the new reality. ESP streams, has fun with his audience, gets success and support, and we continue on making fun of you. In fact, you're the reason why this is continuing if you don't get it. 10 years of karma is finally coming back to bite you in the fucking ass. All you morons out there who made fun of me constantly and said bullshit and made shit up. Now you have no content. The only content you can make is like, oh shit, Phil did good again today. Oops. Well, it is what it is. Like I said last night, how many people, when they clipped me, were sure to include the leaderboard down there to show what a great day I had, right? Now, by the way, I will just say this. Please, do not support my content because you want to stick it to the trolls who cry and seethe and just have a big hissy fit, on their back like infants, like babies. Phil had success today. Don't support my streams just because of that. I mean, that will be an end result of it. You'll see more suffering, more seething and pain from my trolls. But please don't support the stream just for that. I would prefer if you would support my streams because you like the content. And the same goes for Review Tech. I know the guy's down on his luck. He hasn't even apparently streamed in several days since his documentary hit, and everyone on the internet made him a laughingstock. So because of that, I understand he's probably down on his luck. He's not feeling good. Please do not just support me because you want to stick it to Rich. All right? I want people to come by and genuinely be enjoying what they're seeing, and that's why they support it. But we're going to continue to make fun of my trolls. I mean, that's part of the fun, is it not? Right? And let me tell you something. So last night, after I shut down, all right, I finished my work. I clipped the clip about the Mudahar discussion we had yesterday. If you haven't seen it yet, the clip's here on the channel. Been here for 12 hours. It's basically just me clipping out like 17 minutes talking about the whole Casino Mudahar interactions that we're having right now. And I have an update on that, a very positive update about some content coming out later this week, okay? But let me tell you guys something, okay? Last night, after I was done in here, I went downstairs and I saw my wife, all right? I gave her a big hug and a kiss, and I said, "Suffa horse, let's relax." And we relaxed. But immediately, as I sat down on the couch, I opened up my phone, all right? And I just went right to WWE Champions, my favorite pastime. And immediately, I took all the support that you guys gave me on that stream last night, and I just went on a pull frenzy. It was pull after pull after pull, and I just, boom, Hogan. Oh, Macho Man, Hogan, Andre the Giant, Hogan. It was amazing. I had such fun last night blowing all of the stuff that I had raised on stream so frivolously, so carelessly, not a care in the world. And that's what I love, man. That's the whole show and dance here, right? That's what it's all about. That's what everyone says. So that must be what happened. Totally. So I'm glad that you guys are supporting the Champions run. It continues. So many Hogans, so little time. I mean, at this point, I got so many Hogans, the locker room's like bustling with, like they're trying to close the door, but there's Hogan arms and legs sticking out cartoonishly. They can't close it. Fuck, get these Hogans in here. So, hmm, hmm, hmm. Though it fits a little better with my haircut. It fits a little better with this haircut because I have less hair. It's still way too tight. Like, it's crunching my skull right now. Seriously. Get the chip as well. People like pick up the chip. Hmm. 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 Sir Philip of Bonnell, the first of his name, decrees this be the news segment of the Level 1 podcast. Hmm. Okay. Enough fun and games. You gotta love it when someone in chat says, "Oh, it's not cringe whatsoever." That's totally the joke. Don't you get it? That's the joke. It's kind of fourth wall breaking. It's new avant-garde stuff. When you realize you look stupid, but everyone cringes and laughs because we're having a good time. People are laughing with me instead of at me because we get the joke. To be honest with you guys, okay? I actually was gonna do stuff like this many years ago. Okay? I would say this was about 7 years ago. I had people who I was friendly with on the internet, and we were going to do co-op together, and we were scheduling it and everything. And what ended up happening was my detractors went and harassed the shit out of those people ahead of time, and the whole thing got canceled because of it. It wasn't me backing out. It wasn't, it was, I wanted to branch out and do this kind of content with other creators. I thought it would be something fun. This was around the time that I was changing to become an interactive streamer. I was changing my content. It wasn't just on-demand videos anymore. And they went and harassed these people who I was going to stream with to the point where they came and said, "We're sorry, but we just can't do it now because they're literally ruining our own streams." And, I was like, wow, it's fucked up. Obviously, I don't want that to happen to you and your community. So that's why it was all called off. And then I basically just, for 7 years, streamed for myself. You know what I mean? But all that's different today because now we fucking own those assholes every day, right? They're not going to make this cancel. In fact, if anything, the more that they say and the more that they bitch and cry and try makes us more motivated to say, fuck you and do this, okay? So it's happening. Fuck them, all right? If you guys please could support the stream, you know what my deal is on the streams, right? The goal is to raise $50 in tips on any particular stream. So right now we're at 0. Let's get some tips here into the show. Let's get the ball rolling, right? And let's get going, all right? Excellent. Guys, thank you for being here and hanging out with me. I appreciate that. Thank you for the early support with Super Chats and memberships. They're all great. But we got no tips, all right? If you want to support the stream today, please, let's get some tips going. Let's get the momentum going. All I ask is to hit $50 by the end of my stream today. But the earlier we do it, the better. So thanks in advance to anyone. Let's get it going. All right. Cincinnati Harry just did a super chat. Do you care to comment when we'll see the vest return? The vest comes at $150. That's the top tip goal. We did it yesterday. We had the Marty McFly vest, remember? I did have to take it off in order to put up the soundproofing foam. But the Marty McFly vest was yesterday. And every time that we hit my full tips goal of $150, that's when the vest comes. So, and you vote on what vest I wear, actually. So, yeah. So, let's get those tips going. We got super chats are great already today. Memberships are great. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying the tips are what the goals are tied to. So please support with some tips. Let's get them going. Derek, I'm sorry to hear you did not pass your road test. You didn't check your blind spot and side mirrors before turning. But I hope that you improve and you pass next time. Is that literally the only thing they said you did not do and then they failed you? Oh, well, here we go. Now the truth comes out. Derek says he also didn't speed up when he entered the highway. He forgot to wait 2 to 3 seconds before he turned right. He was driving too fast. Derek, there you go. It's all stacking up against you now, man. All right? So it does sound like you need a little bit more practice. All right? But it's all right. You're going to get there. And here's the best part. Once you pass your driving exam, no one will ever care if you ever do any of those things properly ever again. You will never have to get re-examined. Never. The rest of your life, you'll have your license, and you can literally drive like an asshole forever, and no one will care. Unless you get into an accident. So, you just got to be perfect one time. And that one time when it's done, then you can relax and drive as a normal person for the rest of your life. Because let me tell you, I know people who in the United States, they got a license, and I'm like, I'd be in their car, they're like, driving around like, I'm like, what the fuck? You got a license? The fuck is wrong with you? The way you drive is insane. Like, oh my God. What's your opinion on the term pig roach, or why do they even call you that? Because they're fucking morons. That's why. Because they have to dehumanize someone because it makes them feel better about the awful things they do to me. So instead of actually fessing up to the fact that they're being horrible to a real human, they try to categorize me as something unhuman. So now there's no morality involved. Oh, you see, I didn't make fun of a human. I made fun of a pig or a roach, or you know what I'm saying? That's what they do. It's pathetic. It's absolutely like psychological games so they can try to get around realizing what they're doing is wrong. But in reality, it just makes them look like a bunch of fucking idiots. You know, everyone who really looks at that from the outside and sees it is like, wow, you guys are really like that's a schoolyard insult, right? Literally, it's a schoolyard insult. It's something that a small child would do. That's the mental maturity and intelligence level of my detractors, also known as the hate army, as I'm going to call them from now on. The army of haters who hate me have no fucking mental capacity to do anything at an intelligent adult level. So they have schoolyard insults for me and shit, okay? Doody, memology, Tevin, they're all seething. They can't take it. They're looking at this, they're like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Who would support this man? Looks like some cool people, right? Looks like the taxes are coming in. Looks like someone's time has come to shut the fuck up, bitches. Here's the truth. For all these years, my detractors tried to say that my followers were the hate army. And I said, no, I'm not about hate. It's a misnomer. I would never call my followers the hate army, right? You want to know who the hate army is? My detractors. I'm going to start calling them the hate army from now on. The detractors are the hate army. And they are crying right now. They are sad. They are, oh, Phil had a good day, but all he did was put on fucking soundproofing on his wall. Look how good it looks now. And he got paid to do it. The hate army can't take it. They can't. They're sitting there in their little bunkers. They got little hats on. You ever saw those little army movies like General Patton? There's little hats on. They put on their little army hats and they have little flags. Go, hate army, go. Let's hate on Darkside Phil. Oh, come on, let's go. Oh, that's what they do. They just sit there, little losers. What do they have to talk about today? Nothing. Because I have soundproof foam up. You can't even say anything. Right? Sit in your little bunkers and cry. Cry. But be sure to open a window so you don't drown in there. All right? Let the tears out. If I had to choose between Doody or Tevin, who would I pick? I would. Let me put it this way. If I was falling off a cliff, I was at the very edge, holding on to the edge of the cliff. And here was Doody, and he was extending his hand to save my life. And over here was Tevin, and he was extending his hand to save my life. So I had to choose, life or death. I would release my hands from the cliff and do a double fucking finger fuck you on the way down as I careen into the abyss below. There you go. Thanks very much for the $1.20 tip. It's the same person, I think, because it was another $1.20 tip. It's the second one.
Typically helps me more than anything.